All right, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another series of MLB The Road, MLB Franchise Mode, where we play as the Cincinnati Reds. And throughout the 2026 season, we just wrapped up a 3-game series against the Boston Red Sox, where we fell short to the Red Sox, taking only 1 game out of the 3. It was definitely a tough series, I would proclaim. Opening day, it came and went, and we had we had the walk off run here, thanks to Nathaniel Lowe, who hit a single out to center field, scoring in Myers. And we ended up taking the first win in game 1. I think the final score was 5-4. Saturday, we went out, only put up 2 runs or 5 runs total. End up losing in 11 innings. Final score 7-5, and then came back on Sunday and dropping that game with the final score of 6-1. So it wasn't necessarily a series to remember, but the Boston Red Sox had some really good pitching. It was really close counts. I think we struggled just getting the ball, getting runners home. I think if you look at the series, we had multiple opportunities with runners in scoring position. We did not do that, but now we move our attention over to our next series, the Pittsburgh Pirates. They just got done with a 3-game series with the New York Mets. And they lost opening day last week to the Mets, 3-2. They came back and won 3-2 on Saturday, and they beat the Mets 5-2 on Sunday. And that is where we stand at. Pittsburgh comes in with a 2-1 lead. They will be sending right-handed pitcher Braxton Ashcraft to the mound. He'll be taken on against our lefty Nick Lodolo. And then on Tuesday, they will have Jose Urquidy. I'm saying that name right. Right-handed pitcher will be taking on Chase Burns. And then the marquee matchup, which I think I'm excited for, looking forward to, is Paul Skeens taking on Hunter Green on Wednesday, at 12:40. That's going to be our pitching matchup. It actually wraps up a 3 or 6 game homestands for the Reds before they hit the road to Texas and then to Miami. So we're looking forward to a couple of games. It's Pittsburgh, right? I think the cliche statement is that you got to win games that you're expected to win. And Pittsburgh made some additions, adding players like Ryan O'Hearn or Brandon Lowe to the, Marcell Ozuna to the roster. So they are going to play contributing factors in this series. And just to go over the roster that Pittsburgh comes into this series with, a 3-game set. They got Paul Skeens, Mitch Keller, Bubba Chandler, Braxton Ashcraft, and Jose Urquidy. In the bullpen, they got Dennis Santana, Mason Montgomery, Gregory Soto, Yohan Ramirez, Kyle Nicholas, Isaac Matson, Cameron Blodlinski, and Hunter Barso. The catcher, they actually have 3 catchers on their roster, and Joey Bart, Edney Rodriguez, and Rafael Flores. Infield, Ryan O'Hearn. You have Brandon Lowe, Nick Lowe. Believe it's Nick Lowe. Jared Triolo. Nick Gonzalez in the outfield. You have Marcell Ozuna, Spencer Howitz, Bryan Reynolds, Jake Mangum, and Oneil Cruz. They have a pretty good combination between lefties and righties that are carrying 3 switch-handed pitchers or batters on this roster. Their entire rotation is righties. Looking into a series like this, we're trying to balance lefties, or we're trying to balance days off. I know I will probably be playing Elly De La Cruz quite often, Eugenio Suarez, but this is a time where if Sal Stewart needs a rest, or Spencer Steer or Matt McLean, this is a series where you're going to give them some rest. We're going to see Nathaniel Lowe, Will Benson, try to implement Dane Myers. This is not the opening series. This is not the Boston Red Sox. And I don't want to take Pittsburgh lightly because they're not a light team to face. But this is a series before the day off. You're kind of asking a combination of, yes, let's push a little bit and get through the 5 days before travel day. But at the same time, we want to give the guys coming off the bench the kind of their start. And these next 3 days, we focus on it. There were some great things I did see. I was looking through the scorecard here for the for this over the Red Sox series, and things like back yesterday we saw Cruz and Suarez. They go and they have a couple hits on their resume. Will Benson going 2 for 4 in the loss yesterday. Stewart, who goes 1 and 3 on Saturday, and so we're seeing progress being made. It's just not efficiently getting into not being able to execute and getting runners in scoring position. But otherwise, I mean, Suarez had a good series, in my opinion. Even Dane Myers has been, a contributing factor. I will pop up and mention, Green goes 6 innings, giving up 5 hits, 3 runs. Then we saw, Andrew Abbott. He went 5 innings, giving up 9 hits, 5 runs. The pitching seems like, we're going to get into situational pitching. It's how we are able to recover. So it's great to see, Green and, Abbott and Singer. They gave up some runs, right? There was a couple of innings they got away, but they were able to manage through and at least give us 5, 6 innings to kind of help that bullpen out. So, something I look to carry over. Then, like I said, we have we'll see Nick Lodolo, we'll see Chase Burns, we'll also see Hunter Green back at it again. I know he's more of a nighttime player, but it would be a getaway day. If something changes come Wednesday, I really don't want to be that team to use a quote unquote bullpen day, but it may be something that is considered heading into this series, and have Green push back until Friday. But if you think about it, I don't want him to push over a week. That's 7 days since he last pitched. So I want him to be able to still be in this continuance cycle for him pitching every 4, 5, or 6 days. So that's where I'm reluctant, thinking about how I was going to put the pitching matchups are. Plus, we're going against Paul Skeens, and I guess I would feel comfortable if we go 2-0 and take the series. But my focus is that I want to take the series, at least walk away with this homestands 3-3 at best, or at worst. I would hate to head on the road to Texas or head on to Miami next week and have this losing record. So that is something that we are looking towards and trying to accomplish. Just to kind of a preview that of what's to come this week. We've had a whole bunch of simulated games last week, or over the weekend, and we're going to carry that into this coming up weekend. And so my schedule that I have doesn't really play out until Friday, but we will have the Guardians and Cubs. I believe this is the Guardians home opener. That's at 1 p.m. on Friday. On Saturday, we'll either get the Mets and Giants, or we'll get the Padres and Red Sox at 4 p.m. And then on Sunday, we'll get the Sunday night game, the Cardinals and the Tigers. So it just depends where the games are at. Like I said, they're not going to coincide at the same time that the Reds are playing, but also we'll get the chance to, which one's a bigger situation, Padres, Red Sox, or Mets and Giants. And I think when we get to that day, we'll have a better understanding. So right now I'm kind of lingering towards the Red Sox, but we could possibly see the Giants and Mets. But otherwise, let me know down in the comments which one you guys would prefer. Please like, share, and subscribe to this series. It would help let me know what you guys think of this series, and if it is something that, how to change it, how to make it better. Also, just an announcement, starting tomorrow, we will actually be launching our Road to the Show series, where I create a player on MLB The Show 26, and we take you through the journey to the major leagues. I believe you play some college games, some high school games, get drafted, play minor league games, and that officially launches tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Keep an eye out for those notifications so you don't miss that episode and be a part of that. That is something that I have included and added to this season, that I'm hoping to continue 1 or 2 episodes a week, and just trying to make the most out of it. So game 1 of a 3-game series begins here. So sit back, grab your popcorn, enjoy, and we'll see you on Friday to talk about the Ranger series.
Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Cincinnati Reds.
Don't tell me that you're lonely. I really don't care about it. Don't tell me about your heartbreak. I really don't care. Don't tell me about your problems. I really don't care about it. Not gonna be your shoulder. I really don't care.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And going for the Reds in this one, Nick Lodolo. What should we keep an eye on here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Coming up on the first pitch, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
First baseman, number 29, Ryan O'Hearn.
And we are underway in game 1 of the series. Swings through that. Lodolo in his 5th season, making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick back in 2019. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Into center. De La Cruz takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's a Pirates lineup now. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent. Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Aye. And strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Stays alive. Just underway here in Cincinnati. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. On the ground right side. Fair ball. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Joey Bart up here. That one fouled off. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting fourth, the second baseman, Brandon
Lowe at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
On a line out towards center. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for the Pirates, Braxton Ashcraft. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
TJ Friedl leading things off and takes a strike.
Ball two.
Line drive, short hop to third. On to O'Hearn. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the lineup for the Reds.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 4, Noelvi Marte.
Noelvi Marte will hit next.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Off the mark there. Now 1-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
1-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground, out to short. Gonzalez over to first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
2 down, bases empty. Next for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz.
Nope, that's down.
The 1-0.
That's ball two. Yeah.
Two down, nobody on. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Next to hit, Sal Stewart. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. Man at second. There's a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Towards first. That's a base hit. The throw in, but it's offline, and it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So 2 down, and Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Ball.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Time called now. Here's a 2-2. And the slider just misses.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hit in the air, center field. Mangum on the move, and that ends the inning.
Don't gas me up, see too many folks get evaporated. Fade away with no baskets made, and that's tragic, ain't it? Recipe for the.
We move ahead to the top of the second now. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Sliced hard but foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Misses off the plate. Ball one.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
The right fielder, number 10, Bryan Reynolds.
Bryan Reynolds here. A switch hitter batting right. And there's a foul ball.
Ball one.
Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The center fielder, number 28, Jake Mangum.
So up next, Jake Mangum. Two down, nobody on.
Ball that's outside. Yep, that ball went out.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. And he can't make the play. Still fires to first. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. In now for the Reds, Will Benson.
Benson.
Swing and a ball popped up. Lowe under it. And there's one down.
Batting 7th, the first baseman,
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Oh, 2 now. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Lined into right. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
Batting 8th, the catcher, number 35. Jose.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Reds catcher, Jose Trevino. And that drops in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And that one is lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 9th, the center fielder.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Stepping in, Dane Myers. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
This guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned, so they've still got both their challenges. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Trevino off of first with 2 away. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0.
It's been a long while. I got it on pin, a living bankrolling. I'm my own penny. I've been on 10 and I the whole team and all of that way. You know it's on me. You know I got goals. You know what I see. Have all of that gold, a necklace around me. You
on to the 3rd inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. On a line. Oh, he can't squeeze it. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he's out. Trying for 2.
You know, line drives are tough because they can sink on you. They can even have some ride and go over your head if you take a false step in. Sometimes they can knuckle. So I'm not sure if that was the problem right there. Could have been the lights as well. Sometimes you see the ball all the way until the very last second. It disappears and it gets real scary.
At the plate, Spencer Howitz. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. A solo shot. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. It's not easy to hit a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate for a home run, but I think it caught just too much of that outside part of the plate. Maybe a little bit of a mistake, but he didn't miss it at the plate.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Ryan O'Hearn, the next Pirate to hit. He's 0 for 1. That's a base hit, and that's a 1-out single.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Hey! The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball. This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. In there safely.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. This is Joey Bart. Struck out swinging his first time. Now there's a bullet down the line, and that's a fair ball. The run scores from third. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Big RBI for him right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Brandon Lowe getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Two on, 1 out. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. De La Cruz settles under it. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 3.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So digging in, Nick Gonzalez. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Ripped into the gap, and both runs could score. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in, and they take a 3-run lead. A 2-run double.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So runner at second, 2 down. Bryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Man on second, 2 down. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking for the K. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 4 and the Reds 1. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here in Cincinnati. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedl. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Strike 2. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. The 0-2. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Reds, the right fielder, number 4.
Next for Cincinnati, Noelvi Marte. Grounded out his first time up. Hey. Ball. Friedl on at first, nobody out. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Not close with that one. Ball 2. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
So now with one away and a man at second, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Liner snagged at first.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And the batter now, Sal Stewart.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far. The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Man at second. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they cut the lead to 2. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the 3rd. Ground ball left side. On to O'Hearn. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Run scoring double here for the Reds. It's now 4-2. Back here at Great American Ballpark. On to the 4th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Well, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Triolo now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Up the middle, Stewart whips it to first. Out on a bang play, but he made it close.
The left fielder, number 2, Spencer Howitz.
2 down, base is empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Howitz. He's already homered in this game. This one in the air. De La Cruz under it. And that'll do it. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they still lead this one 4-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Benson batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Isaac Matson preparing to come on if needed. Ramirez getting cranked up as well. Here comes the 0-1. And he can't make the play. Still manages a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Runner takes off. Pitch is high. Throw there. Safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. That one to first. O'Hearn steps on the bag. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Reds.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Jose Trevino.
Here's Jose Trevino. A single his first time.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
One away with a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one to first. O'Hearn there for the out. Runner scores from third. Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers.
The center fielder, Dane Myers.
Just missed. In the air, left field, and it drops in. And the tying run is on base.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Friedl, the next to hit, takes outside. Myers off of first with 2 away. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Go to second. He's safe. Check on the runner. Myers back in on a dive. Another throw to second. And this time he gets him. And that'll do it for the inning. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Pirates 4 and the Reds 3. Ready now for the 5th inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan O'Hearn.
You know, these Pirates, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Fouled off to the right. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Ozuna, the big bear. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Ball 1.
That's to third, and it goes just foul. On the ground, right side. Lowe takes it to the bag, and the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th.
The catcher, number 14, Joey Bart.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Joey Bart. And that skips in the dirt. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that is that. Down in order go the Pirates, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead.
I like to hold hands. Yeah, I like to a big dance. I like to.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Isaac Mattson.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Friedl leading things off and takes a strike. That one missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Here's a 1-1. And there's the strike. Here's a 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Bart gets it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
The right fielder, number 4, Noelvi.
So up next, Noelvi Marte. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Just out.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Reynolds takes it in for the out. Out number 2.
Up next for the Reds.
In now for the Reds, Elly De La Cruz. 1 for 2. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Reds down in order. They still trail it here, 4-3. Back here in Cincinnati. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brandon Lowe.
Second baseman, Brandon Lowe.
Lodolo back to work. Hey! That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Oh, 2 now. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. And that's him for a strike. Close, nope. But call the ball. Ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Foul ball. 2-2 now. To the right side, and that one handled. Fires over to first. Awesome play there.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
B-Ray coming to the plate now.
That's a ball. Aye.
2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. In the air to left center. Myers on his way over. Brings it in, and that is that. And 1-2-3 go the Pirates. And it remains a 4-3 game. Back here at Great American Ballpark. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Sal Stewart. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Gregory Soto, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Montgomery getting loose as well. And a base hit on the line. And the tying run is on base.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. And that drops in for a strike. The 0-2. And a curve misses outside. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Comes the 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Reds with the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. And delivers outside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
So now 3-2. Runner on the go. And he walked him. And he won a long battle. And he heads to first, representing the go-ahead run, with the tying run at second. Now it's the Reds DH, Will Benson. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high-leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Stewart on second. Suarez on at first with nobody out. Way high there. And that's ball one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
The 1-2. Swung on, belted. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The 1-2. And there's a ball. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Two aboard with one out. Next for Cincinnati, Nathaniel Lowe. This one chopped to first. Off balance speed, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Reds 3. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Reds,
back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Sam Moll. He's making his second appearance of the season. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Mangum.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Well, both sides equally strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it.
Up next to Pittsburgh, the third baseman, Jared Triolo.
So digging in, Jared Triolo. And that's in there at the knees. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's the 0-2. And that one hammered. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
In the box now, takes strike one. Mole. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Got him swinging.
Up next to the Pirates, the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Back to the top of the order now. And now Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 3.
Hey!
Man on second, 2 down. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Out towards right center field, but misjudges this one, and it falls. Safe. In comes the run from second. It's 5-3.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
Inside, ball 1.
O'Hearn leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swings and misses, and that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Pirates 5 and the Reds 3. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show.
Take another one, don't chase it. Trey skating on this beat, it's a Trey flip. I just want a milli and a rich milli with a bust down. Tell me, do you feel me?
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Gregory Soto.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Hey, we finna take it up. Hey, we finna take it up a notch, about to take it up. We about to take it up a notch, about to take it up.
Trevino, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Well, these Reds, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've seen how many line drive base hits they've been able to produce in this one, 6 to be exact, and they've all been pretty loud.
2-0.
Hey!
And that one fouled off. The 2-2 now. That one ripped right center field, way back there, and that one hops the wall. Relay throw to second, and he's there with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dane Myers, the next to hit for the Reds. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 1-0. The Reds with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom of the 7th.
Hey!
1-1 now. That clips the corner. That missed by a lot. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Friedl.
So up next, TJ Friedl. Terry Francona bringing a bat off the bench. Spencer Stewart.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Spencer Stewart in the box now. Takes strike 1. One out and a runner at second. Ball 1 there. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone.
For the Reds, the right fielder, number 4, Noelvi.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Noelvi Marte. 0 for 3 in this one. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Gets him easily, ends the inning. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Pirates 5 and the Reds 3.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Reds,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Graham Ashcraft. This is his 3rd time out this year. Here's Joey Bart now.
The catcher, number 14, Joey Bart.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to the left. Over to Lowe. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Brandon Lowe.
And now it's Brandon Lowe.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Hey!
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop Nick Gonzalez.
And now it's going to be Nick Gonzalez. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. In the air to left center. Steer gets under it, and that is that. Bucks go down quietly, and it remains 5-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Mason Montgomery.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
For the Reds,
Digging in, Elly De La Cruz. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. That's in for a strike. Tying run at the plate. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Mangum gets there. He's under it. Got a good jump on it. Tracks it down. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Up next for the Reds, the third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez digs in now.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can. Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Nope, outside.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. In to score is the runner from third, and now they trail by 1. So no one on after the sac fly. Will Benson, the next to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases. He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Right side. That ends the frame. Through 8 full, it's the Pirates 5 and the Reds 4. This is Reds baseball on the show, Ohio.
Now pitching for the
We're
Reds,
back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tony Santillan.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the right fielder, Bryan Reynolds. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center.
Ball one.
Fastball for a strike at 95. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. Lowe takes it himself, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the center fielder, number 28, Jake Mangum.
Now it's going to be Jake Mangum.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Strike two. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Two down, bases empty. Jared Triolo will hit next.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
This one in the air, center field. Myers under this one, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Dennis Santana.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Nathaniel Lowe getting ready to hit. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run, you're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with one swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat. Ultimately, however he can, get to first base.
One-run game, bottom 9. Splits the plate, and the count even at 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Next pitch way upstairs. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the Reds catcher, Jose Trevino. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mangum should have this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Reds, the center fielder, Dane.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now here is Dane Myers.
And an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.